Howdy folks, how's it going? Future Marstead here in the editing room, which is not a room I usually find myself in, because I usually just upload VODs to YouTube directly from Twitch without touching them at all, as you might know if you watch the channel. And if you've watched any of the other idle game videos that I uploaded today, skip this right now, please, because I put the same intro in all of them in case people are searching for specific games. It's the exact same intro. There should be a timestamp in the description or on the play bar. Go to the next section. You already heard this. Okay, so why am I editing today? Well, I've always wanted to play idle games on stream. My stream theme is let's beat every awesome game, and idle games definitely count as awesome games, but they're challenging to stream and record for the same reason Animal Crossing can be challenging to stream and record. So the solution that I came up with is, what if we played a bunch of idle games at the same time? Like, start with one of them, play it until we hit a progression block, and then jump to another game while the first one is idling in the background. Do that several times so that hopefully by the time we loop back to the first game, we can now progress further, right? And it turned out that idea worked really well for a Twitch stream. The thing is, I don't know how well it's going to work for a set of YouTube videos. And the reasoning for that is twofold. One, I have this games database where I have exactly one entry for every game we've played, and that entry links to exactly one YouTube playlist for that game. And I don't know that I want to have 5 different games in my games database that all link to the same VOD where you have to know to skip ahead to get to the specific game that you want to see. So that's a problem. The other problem is that YouTube itself, YouTube Gaming at least, only allows you to associate one game with a video. So I would like to be able to have one video for each of the games. So what I've done is I took the live stream, I chopped it up, and I put together all of the pieces that were from a single game. So there's a video for Idle Superpowers, there's one for Idle Loops, for Shark Game, for Antimatter Dimensions, and finally for Realm Grinder. And so what you're going to see if you pay attention to the live split timer in the corner there, whenever it jumps ahead, that's about how much time passed between when I switched off of it to when I switched back to it. And if you're really interested in seeing the original 4-hour uncut live version of it, it's the same thing. It's just you'll see me switch from game to game. I will include a link in the description to that. I'll just upload it as an unlisted video in case people are super invested in that. The other thing I wanted to mention, I've edited out the intro to each of these because I wasn't sure how I was going to do this, and I just introed each of them as I started the game. I do mention in the intro that the music that you're hearing is a soundtrack being made by my nephew, who is a high school senior. He wants to be a video game composer, and he's making his own soundtrack for a fictional video game that doesn't exist, as like a senior project and like to build his resume. So if you like the music you're hearing in your ear and you want to hear more of it without my voice over top of it, there'll be a link to his playlist in the description. Without further ado, I hope that you enjoy. So, you are a shark in a strange blue sea. Catch a fish. Ate a halibut. Ate a snapper. Ate a carp. Okay. You are a shark. You attract the attention of a shark. Maybe they can help you catch fish. It's a grandma. More sharks swim over. How many sharks can I get here? This one's... Oh, shoot. Okay, looks like we got quality options back. Sorry, OBS crashed. That's been happening like once or twice a month in the last few months. I don't know if they patched something about it that my machine doesn't like. Recovering quality options is its own idle game. So as I was talking there, OBS crashed. I was trying to catch fish. I clicked catch fish a few times, and then I was able to recruit some friendly sharks, and just now a ray became available. So I'm going to pick higher ray, but that's what you missed, was the fish on the left side going up a bit there. Hopefully y'all can see this relatively okay at the moment. Catch fish. May as well recruit as many of these as we can. I get acquire crab. Some curious crabs come over. Look at friendship is magic there. I assume we quickly get to a point where manually catching fish isn't worth doing anymore. We rely on the labor of our captured proletariat crabs and sharks. I would just do buy max, right? Your new tribe is at your command. Oh, so I'm also accruing sand in addition to fish and crystal. Interesting. Can I see my list of guys that are helping me? Toggle descriptions. Find things that sharks and rays overlook. Oh, interesting. Oh, sure. What's that, sir? Like, is recruit shark, hire ray, acquire crab. Good choice of verb there. Crab. Oh, that's cool, sir. Thank you. Do have 11 crabs. Which is not nearly enough crabs. Ate a kipper. Wait, hang on. Just now looking at that. Oh, one of them is drop the bass. Drop the bass. Nice, get it. Crab shifts shiny things out of the sand. You are a shark in a strange blue sea. The crystals are shiny. Some sharks stare at them curiously. I like this one. This one's pretty cute. I would play, just the way I got into Cookie Clicker was that some of Andrea's colleagues at, my wife's colleagues at CERN made a particle clicker game inspired by Cookie Clicker. Where I think the, like, ultimate person you can hire is a grad student in terms of productivity. Nice. I'm surprised they have cutscenes in Final Fantasy XIV that play in the middle of a dungeon. I thought they had taught themselves not to do that. It's happened a couple times now. All right, we've got 20 crabs. Perfect. Science shark. 1 shark, 20 crystals. Okay, I must have just gotten that. The science sharks swim in their own school. What do they do? Train a shark in the fine art of research and the science of, well, science. This is why I love idle games. I feel like this is one of those things that to make an idle game, you don't have to include this kind of a thing. The, like, surprising twist in what's happening and what you're doing. And I've certainly played some more boring games that don't do stuff like that, but it's kind of like you can make a Souls-like game without having, like, you know, 4 Lord Souls and, like, themes of decay. I unlocked a tab up here. Laboratory. Off to the side, the science sharks congregate and discuss things with words you've never heard before. Okay, so now I'm accruing science. Crystal bite gear. Bite the crystals we have into something to help biting. Fashion strange harness tools. Okay. So I gotta get my science up then, which means I need more crystals. And my main source of crystals is crabs, right? I guess sharks are like grandmas in this game, not that they're completely incomparable. I thought the stock market one was really silly, Vert. You guys might have to help me with finding stuff like this. I have the game a little bit zoomed in so it's easier to see on stream. So I'll try to do appropriate zooming so you can see things. Frenzy jobs. Ah, interesting. I'll try to get one more science shark here before we switch to the next game, but I'd like to try to switch on 10-minute intervals if possible. Okay, crystal spades, ray power ×2, or shark power ×2. So I can start going hard. I guess I want crab power ×2, to be honest, but probably going to take a while. You like these big, like, progression breakpoints, right? Happy lurking, sir. Idle those stream currencies. Could probably make my clicks more effective at some point too, I assume. Crabs, crabs, crabs. I guess now I'm getting science much faster. So I guess getting crystals is still my bottleneck at the moment. Get more rays. Does rays also produce sand? Don't think does sand just have a chance to include crystals in it, or is it just crabs that... Stop my bottle nose. This one's extremely cute. All right, I'm gonna get up to 400 crabs. And I'm already a minute over on this. Not 400 crabs, 39 crabs. I'll get the cost up to 400. We will come back to Shark Game in a second. The next one is antimatter or something. Okay. All right, Shark Game. Lots of shit going on here. Crystal containers, storage caverns, effects triple question mark. The grotto. Weird bottles, you can put things and other things into them and see what happens. Determine the rich, deep, juicy secrets it contains. Investigate boiling events. Oh, agriculture. Laser rays. Using arcane shark mystery science, capture the heat of the vents for use by rays. Effects triple question mark. Determine what it takes to plant kelp all over the sea blood. Maybe this is useful. What is a shark? What is inside a shark, except for large amounts of fish? Okay, cool. Oh, okay, but when it was a question mark before, but now it's going to tell me what it does? Oh, not necessarily. It's just the flavor text from before. Okay. So grotto, dispose of things. Interesting. I don't know why I would want to dispose of anything. Disposing specialist returns them to their normal previous lives. Yeah, just a very small amount of visual information would help me out with idle loops, I agree. Planter crabs. Have new buildings from all that, huh? Resources acquired. Tells me what the things I make produce. Nurse sharks make new sharks. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't think about the idea that... So laser rays consume sand. Oh, this is why I might want to dispose of something. Okay. Cool, I see. Xenobiology. Weird faceless creatures we keep finding. So kindred to the... I need to read the flavor text more. I was missing them. I think some of these are funny. Though kindred to the sharks, we know so little about the rays. If only we could fix this. We need to bait a sand trap. Okay. Water chemistry, seabed biology. Thermal vents, source of power for future technologies. Okay. Sea apples. So can I go to the grotto to see what produced the sea apple earlier? Oh, it was a kelp that did it. Okay. Studying. Raymaker. Okay. It's fun. They're just friends in this ocean. Producers, processing. Descriptions. Dissect sea apples to gain additional science. Oh, this is kind of like an active way to produce science. Well, I guess it idly accrues the sea apples, and then I can spam click them to get science out of them, I guess, right? Or I can, I guess, just buy max and just convert them all. They pop, in other words, I suppose. And still buy max with processing, okay. 5K science. That's possible. Gives us planter crab power up. By heating things up and doing science things to them, maybe new things can be made. 4K sand, 2K crystals. So I have the sand, I have the science. I don't have the crystals. Who all produces crystals again? Crabs, badly. Laser rays, decently well, but they consume sand in the process. So we need to be careful balancing our rays and laser rays to not run out of sand, I guess. And this keeps track of whether I'm neutral on sand generation. Okay, I get it. So laser rays to try to increase crystal production. Regular rays to try to bring our sand production back up. Shark community grows with time. Look at the cute little nurse shark. That's adorable. 2K crystals is still going to take a while. I see. Now, when I switch rays to laser rays, is that reducing the cost of replacing the ray? Manually clicking fish in this game, there's no, I haven't gotten any upgrades that make that effective, right? It's basically a waste now. Are we even doing this? Probably pick up sun observation before I do transmutation, because I think I can get back up to 1K science pretty easily. So planter crabs are making kelp. Kelp is making sea apples. The sea apples are making science. Okay. Because cost scales with the amount of animal that you have. Okay, gotcha. Construct a Raymaker. I guess I can also use kelp for Raymakers. Okay, I didn't appreciate that before. Sun observation, crab biology. Crabs are a mystery. They keep to themselves and dig up crystals and put on plants. What is even up with that? What are crabs? It's a good question, game. Form crab brood. Meld several crabs into a terrifying, incomprehensible crab-producing brood cluster. Sure. So that just makes me more crabs. Okay. Yeah, right? Haven't crabs evolved independently like over a dozen times or something? It's just a convergent evolution thing. It's transmutation. Dr. Sharkonium. Okay. Transmute stuff to Sharkonium. Building material of the future. Which I have to do manually. Need 100 Sharkonium. Using Sharkonium, we can make things to do things so we don't have to do the things. I love the flavor text for all of these. They're cute. 5k science, 5k fish. Okay. I like popping the thing for extra science. That's kind of cool. Automation. I also like that they show you in green the new stuff. Crystal miners. Harvest crystals efficiently. Sand digger, which we need more Sharkonium. Dig up sand and gather fish. Okay. Sand digger, fish machine. You are a shark in a strange blue sea. Machines to do things for you. Machines to do things faster than you or any shark. Because I like the idea of like releasing all of your fish so it's just all machines at some point. It's kind of dark. But I guess, you know, then the animals can go live happy lives. They don't need this anymore. It's tough to like know how to efficiently select these, right? Sand and crystals. I like the crystal miners. That gets me more Sharkonium, right? And sand diggers. Of course, it wouldn't be an idle game if you didn't do that at some point. It's cute for this one, though. I like that it starts with friendly sharks working together. What is the point of mechanization if not to let all the fish live happy lives? Fair. Okay, I think that's as far as I can take this for now. So I am, let's see, 2k science. Well, we get fine on that. 2k Sharkonium. I can probably make that happen. These last couple upgrades. Engineering. These machines suck. Let's make them better by learning how. Pulverize unwanted resources into a component paste and reusing them as something else. Now, let's definitely do the exploration thing. Far exploration. Okay. What is this recycler? Auto transmuter. Auto transmutes sand and crystal to Sharkonium. Okay, so I can still click it manually. But this will let it... Do I need more than one of these? Is this like more efficient at converting Sharkonium than me just clicking this max buy? I have a recycler tab. Feed the machines. Feed them. Okay. And this is just producing residue. Interesting. Converted back into fish. That's pretty dark. 8k science, 15k fish. Skimmer. Automatically cycle kelp and sand into residue. That's just happening separate from the recycler. Is the recycler doing anything on its own, or is it only active play to choose to convert things to other things here? I'll wait on the 8k science for far explorations, and then we'll pop over to antimatter dimensions. Active only. Okay, gotcha. Alright, the next one's going to be a ways off, so let me make a note for our swap to antimatter dimensions. 1 million sea apples. Oh man, we haven't been here for a minute, have we? Transmute stuff to Sharkonium. Let's see what we got for upgrades. Chasm exploration. 10 billion science. Okay, apparently I picked the right time to keep this. Discovered a strange gate. A foreboding circular structure closed shut. Oh god, is this in like the Echo the Dolphin universe? It's particularly terrifying. Insert fish into the fish slot. Insert sand into the sand slot. The slot accepts your donation and ceases to be. Kelp into kelp slot. Sea apples in the sea apple slot. Sharkonium into Sharkonium slot. This seems like this is a an ascension thing. You are a shark in the space between worlds. Granted 1 essence. Artifacts. I kind of want to leave the gateway, and I guess now that I know how it works. Other worlds await. Chaotic, shrouded, tempestuous. Secrecy and danger. Sure, why not? Interesting. You are a shark in a dark, mysterious sea. Crystals are easier to find, but the darkness makes it hard to find anything else. Interesting. Diver sharks. More crystals and whatever else they may find. Reflection. You're more than a shark now. Reflect upon the changes in yourself and the reality you've made here. Let's see. So if I had had enough resources, I could have bought like a permanent artifact there. Yeah, I like Idle Loops does a pretty good job of that concept. Giant sharks. Laboratory. Crystal bite gear. I like this game's take on ascensions. It's cool. Yeah, I did see that. Oh, I mean, absolutely. It was already Lovecraftian long before the tangled mess of crab brood. Yeah, that's. It seems like that's the obvious thing to do if you're doing ascensions in a game like this. The Grandma Apocalypse, right? Very cute. Big fan. Crystal containers. That gets us. I thought that was storage. I guess that's something different. Okay, good to know. Diver sharks seem worth investing in. Enough science yet? We got jellyfish now. That's fun. Let's see. Science shark power up gets us more science. I should send this game to Andrea. I think she would like this. She enjoyed Paperclips quite a bit. The diver sharks are getting us jellyfish. Don't know what to use them for yet. Clam scooping. Laser rays, we've done that before. I like that you get totally different tech trees in the different ascensions. That's a fun idea. Eel, round up fish and sand. Clams. Why do we eat clams now? Who knows? Laser rays are quite good. Oh, interesting. Clams are clickable. Huh. Ocean Quahog. There's eels chatter among their hiding places. They like the sharks. Clam's gonna be like a requirement for a tech tree upgrade later or something. Because I don't know what clams or jellyfish do. Interesting. Grab jellyfish. Oh, now I can just grab jellyfish. Okay. Interesting. Producing plenty of jellyfish. I don't think I have anything that's producing clams, right? This screen makes more sense now that I gotta understand the different ascensions. I like how each of the games you've picked for today, Retro, all have kind of different ideas. I started to get kind of frustrated with idle games because it seemed like a lot of them were just doing cookie clicker again. And I guess maybe the closest to that is Realm Grinder, but Realm Grinder also seems really, really polished. And it does have its own later ideas that make it feel pretty different. Lab. What is a shark? Weird faceless creatures. Ooh, dismantled jellyfish. Ew, ew, gross. It's so gloopy and fragile, and ow, it stung me. Could be a benefit for science. Sea apples seemed weird, but these things barely exist. So this is a way for me to, like, pop them for science? Okay, gotcha. Nurse sharks. Good to have here. Measly pile of secrets. But enough talk, how about you? So I don't know what clams do. Excited to find out. Cetacean awareness. From a distance, it's hard to tell which of us are really sharks or those other things. Dolphin power ×2, whale power ×2. Interesting, that didn't actually... So sometimes you can get tuck upgrades that affect creatures that you haven't. Do we really have to learn about this? We do? Alright then. Eternal Song. Whales claim to know segments of some form of ancient ethereal music that connects worlds. We can collect what they know to piece it together ourselves. Dolphin philosophy. Dolphin biologist power. Okay. These are for creatures that I haven't been able to hire yet, so that's kind of cool. If you want a game that feels like cosmic horror dolphins, you play Echo the Dolphin. It's a very distressing game. Atmosphere is super creepy, the soundtrack is super creepy. Fetch dolphin. Pod of dolphins. Here we go. Promote dolphin treasurer. Dolphin biologist. Qualified dolphin philosopher. Oh, what's producing coral? Need to fetch some dolphins, don't I? Okay. What are these guys doing? Oh no, don't go to Facebook. I don't want that. I'll hear that later. Dolphin philosophers are making science. Dolphin treasurers are making crystals and coral. Dolphin biologists are making more dolphins. That makes sense. Dolphin pods that work with us speak of a star-spanning empire of their kind. So long and thanks for all the fish. Got it. It's fun. I like getting more biologists so I can get more dolphins, right? I'm somewhat approaching the hit a wall stopping point here where I want to switch to antimatter, but let me see first. Still don't know the purpose of clams, but does anyone know the purpose of clams? I think the dolphin biologists are doing a pretty good job of making dolphins themselves without me having to manually fetch them. Eel power increased. After some discussion with the eels on the nature of eel pits and safety and security in the form of seabed holes, we understand, maybe. Dig eel pit. Teach eel technician. Train an eel sitter. Sifter. What do those guys do? Eel sifters make sand, crystals, and kelp. Eel technicians make science. Eel pits produce eels. That makes sense. Now we get sea apples again. It's gonna be a while before we can do any of this. I feel like we're just, yeah, we don't have a lot of access to sand here. That's kind of cool. I like that the different worlds you go to have certain things that are in excess and things that are hard to get. Do I have anything that even makes sand right now? Laser rays are consuming more sand. Okay, let's just go hard on rays then, I guess. I feel like I had a ton of sources of just like passive sand production on my previous world. And now I just have a lot of things that consume sand, I think. Swim to see what can be found. I see, so like the exploration stuff is comparable to researching the Grandma Apocalypse, basically. Pearl conversion. Things inside the clams that look shiny like crystals. Oh, that sounds nice. Bar exploration. These uppity dolphins think they're the only ones who can make their special delphinium. We'll show them. Chimera mysticism. In a weird, corrupted version of our own transmutation, we figured out how to make delphinium, and now we feel gross. I love all this flavor text. The whole clam. Yes, the entire clam. Invert clam pearls, which gets us... Clam pearls, which are a different thing than that. Okay. Sharkonium and delphinium. Reach a whale. Requires 100k fish. Produce a chimera. Sure, that's fine. Like ghosts they come. Raymakers would be nice. That's probably why I haven't been getting... I feel like I've been running out of sand. Because I haven't had Raymakers. You are a shark in a dark, mysterious sea. The chimeras are ancient kin of the shark kind. Reunited through wild coincidence. What peerless wonders have they found in the dark? Chimeras produce jellyfish and fish. Okay. So, climate level 1 isn't the same as the number of ascensions I've done, right? That's just a description of the world that I've transitioned to. I know I had one that was an option that was climate level 5, but I thought that was maybe harder or something? I don't know. I have to get this octopus. Employ octopus. So I guess some of these just don't have art yet. That's why they have like placeholder circles with dots. Automation. Engineering and recycler. Remember what those do. What does the octopus do? It produces clams. Makes sense. Get a whale. The whale gets us a shitload of fish. Okay, that makes sense. Crystal miners. Fish machine. Probably need more science sharks. Sand diggers, auto transmitters. Chimera mysticism requires science and jellyfish. After much thoughtful contemplation, the chimeras have despaired at our inability to understand and share their knowledge with us. Now become dedicated transmitters or explorers, using our knowledge to assist our industry, sharing their knowledge as they explore deeper seas. Let's do an explorer, I guess. I don't know what it means to explore. That's Chimera Explorer? Oh, exploring is science, and a good amount of it too. Okay. And jellyfish. Which jellyfish are poppable science. More fish machines are probably good here, to be honest. The auto transmitter like attempt to do some basic like balancing. Octopus methodology. The octopuses claim they know ways to improve their routines and machines. I love how a lot of these give you power-ups that just don't apply to anything you have yet, right? Abyssal enigmas. Turn with artifacts they can't explain. Maybe those will be what carry over. The whales speak rarely to us, working in silence as they sing to the ocean. What do they sing for? I don't know, dude. Seems pretty spooky, though. Explorers. Reassign octopus as scavenger. I need 50 clams for one of these. Probably need to redo the octopi too. It's a bummer. I really like the sprite art for some of these. I'm sad that some of them just have placeholder art. This game hasn't been updated in a while, right? This one I haven't been hitting a wall yet in progression, so I might stick on it for a little bit here. We'll see. This is scavenger. Octopus scavenger gets sand. Octopuses get clams. Octopus collectors get crystals and coral. Okay. Is that what the modded version is? I just googled shark game idle, and the very first result was the link that I posted in Discord, and Retro said to not use that one, so I don't know. Silent archivist. Tireless crafter. Okay. The recycler is extremely creepy. They do a good job with that. Silent archivists are 10 science. Tireless crafters are delphinium, coral, and crystals. Or I guess there's burning coral and crystals. Let's see. I'm gonna try to maximize the stuff that's making new units, you know? Let's Click these a bunch of times. Some of them, when I'm set to buy maximum, can get me in trouble, I think. Because I'll like dump all my octopi and then I won't be able to make any more clams, right? Yeah. Octopus, chimera. Nurse sharks, dolphin biologists. Crystal miners, pop the Sharkonium and the Delphinium, fish machines. So what do we need for our laboratory upgrades? Make eel pits cozier. Bioelectricity, 1.6k science, 400 clams. What all can I do to get clams right now? Is it just regular octopuses that do it? Yeah, I think so. I appreciate that these are all color-coded, so I can, like, quickly search. So let's just get a bunch of regular octopi here. Excuse me. I am going to come to antimatter dimensions in a second. There's just a lot to do in Shark Game at the moment. $1,000 million science for Eternal Song. Okay. Might be able to do that. It's a silent archivist that makes that. Bioelectricity. Science production is at 5 per second from Chimera Explorers, 10 per second from Silent Archivists, so those are the best way to increase that, I think. Maybe with some of the laboratory upgrades. Let's keep doing octopi and not reassign them. So we need to get clams for free. I don't have enough free clams in my life. Infuriating. Biologists, Raymakers, Nurse Sharks, Science Sharks, Octopi, Chimera. Okay. Probably should just be manually grabbing more whales since I don't have the ability to make new whales yet. Science is going to take a really long time. I guess octal efficiency is very possible. Yeah. I might be at my point where now it makes sense for me to switch to antimatter. This Tireless Crafter is nice because I can use it to make the Delphinium that I need for Archivist, is that right? Yeah, it makes Delphinium out of coral and crystals automatically. Okay. So we'll turn some of those on. We'll convert some of these last ones real quick, and then we'll go to the next game. This looks good to me. Alright, so Shark Saver. Shark Game, rather. 352. Antimatter. Okay. Shark Game. What the hell is going on in Shark Game? Let me make a note. Okay, Sharkonium, convert. What does that do for me in terms of laboratory? Chasm exploration. Whoa, that gave me a ton of stuff. Which I can't do very much with. Something ancient lurked in the depths. I'm sure that's fine. here's our strange gate. So perfect timing then. I feel like there's not much reason to stay longer than you need to once you unlock the Ascension, so... I want some more at once. Oh, wow. I don't think that was a problem in the past. Okay. So, how do I go about... I guess I can recycle to get those things, right? I can try to use this as a way to, like, quickly get everything I need to get out of here. So if I need 99.8 million jellyfish, I do have millions of science. I can't... Doesn't make sense yet. I can't get rid of science. I have 1.38 billion fish, though. And I can turn that into jellyfish, which is too much. Can I convert less than this, or can I just like use what I need to use, then convert it back afterward? Maybe I'll just try that. Jellyfish, jellyfish, jellyfish. Okay, now the recycler makes way more sense. 1.29 billion clams. 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 Crystals. Crystals. Oh, still? How many crystals do I have? 259 million. What else can I dump? Fish again? Fish is the one that's happening fastest. 732 million more, okay. So I could try to make some whales really quick, I guess. Uses your amount option for the recycler. Oh, the one up here? Max, you mean? I see, thank you. It's good to know. Nowhere near enough crystals. 957 million science. I can't just convert anything into science, which I guess makes sense. Okay, so I went a little bit too hard on that, I think. I need to try to recover now. Hopefully I'm not causing myself problems by having done that. Skimmer. Tartarus crafter. How does the auto-transmuter work exactly? Crystals, sand, and zirconium. Oh, it turns crystals and sand into zirconium automatically. Okay. I see. Which maybe I want to stop doing because that's killing my crystal total and I need those. Okay. I can make 1 million crystal miners. Right? What's my current crystal production rate? I kind of wish these were in alphabetical order. Once you get a lot of them, it's kind of hard to keep track of. 1 per second, 2 per second, 1 per second, 9 per second, 200 per second for crystal miners. Yeah, I don't think I'm not going to be ascending anytime soon with this current setup. 200 zirconium, 300 residue. Alright, so I need to have some pending residue to do anything with that. I'll recycle the fish and the jellyfish because I'm not using them for shit. Skimmer, which I think the skimmer makes residue, is that right? Just directly? Turns sand and fish into residue. Silent archivists. Crystal miners, I think is my best source of crystal. Probably gonna need to get a... Well, no, I think all of my upgrades are much more expensive than the cost of resetting. So that's probably going to be it for me for Shark Game. We got about 3 minutes left, so I'm going to pop over one more time and look at antimatter dimensions.